record on this computer.
Oh, wait, I think I have to have permission to record.
No, you don't.
It says, when I try to hit record, it says, please request record permission from the meeting host.
Yeah, I'm the host and I'm recording it.
Oh, it's recording? Hello, everyone.
Should I use the same screenshot as last time? That could be, okay, yeah, that could be our coronavirus time screenshot. Okay, cool. We'll save it.
I've watched that at least 20 times, and I crack up every time.
That cut that I made?
Yeah, it's like you, because you're like...
I didn't have anything to hold up. Wait, I gotta get my little copy. Okay, wait, say it.
Hey, folks, and welcome back to Elements to Analyze with...
Kevin.
And Leah.
Okay, almost ready.
Oh, are you making the fancy coffee?
This is the only way I make it. I don't okay, this is what everyone gives me shit for making coffee the fancy way. But here's the thing. If you have a coffee machine, it makes it's annoying to make a little bit in a coffee machine. And I'm one person. That's all I had. I don't know, that was the only.
Wait, I wonder if these reactions can show up on the video, like on the recording.
I'm afraid to turn mine different colors, shades of tone, so I leave it in emoji. You know what I mean?
Why?
Because I don't want to seem like, if I choose a darker color, it's like, why is this white guy choosing a darker color? And if I choose white, I feel weird being like, so I just leave it in the emoji.
That's good.
But I have, sometimes I'm like, oh, I could get away with tan, but it's not the summer. And I'm not that tan.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I don't think we're going to get tan this year.
I know. I'm so
right?
Okay, so as I was saying about dry shampoo, so...
No, I don't get how it works.
Kevin doesn't know what dry shampoo is.
Okay.
So dry shampoo is just like, if you don't want to wash your hair, your hair gets oily if
Correct.
you don't wash it. So dry shampoo is basically just a powder that has some sort of chemicals in it that supposedly clean your hair. It has fragrance in it, so it makes it smell good, and it's a powder, and you spray it in your hair, and the powder... What?
You spray it?
Yeah, so it's in an aerosol can, and powder comes out, or it can come in a little tube, and you just sprinkle the powder on your head. But basically, the powder absorbs all the oil in your hair, and then you just rub it in like this.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So I used it today.
Wait. Then what? Is that it?
Yeah.
It just stays there? That's crazy. I had no.
It absorbs into your hair.
See, that's the part I always in my head. I was like, okay, I pictured that. I was like, okay, some dry thing goes in, but I was like, then what? You can't just be left with dry shit in your hair. So I was like, does that mean you then go to the bathroom and just to get it all out? Okay.
No, literally the powder absorbs the oil, and then it just goes into your head, and then it stays on your head. So you're gonna eventually want to wash it out because it's just gonna build up. But you don't have to rinse it or
Interesting.
do anything with it. Anyway, I figured out there's 2 types of dry shampoos. One is the dry shampoo that makes your hair feel good, and one that makes your hair feel nasty, but it looks... Do you hear that?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
What do you mean? What kind of noise was it?
It sounds like someone's banging on... Anyway, so... I forget what I was saying. Anyway, dry shampoo is pretty cool.
Yeah, why does that have anything to do with anything?
Because I was just telling that I used dry shampoo today, and I figured the dry shampoo I have that I got is one that makes my hair feel gross, but it makes it look fine.
That makes no sense. I guess I am privileged to not have hair. Like, honestly, like, it's taken me a long time to slowly accept it. Every once in a while, I see a picture with me with hair on it. I'm like, oh, that's what it used to look like.
I need a haircut. Me and Megan were talking about how if it comes down to it, we're gonna have to cut each other's hair.
Like, is it really, like, am I naive to think that it's not that hard? Don't you just shit?
Yeah, but then it gets like all like straight cut at the end, and like it's weird. Like you gotta have someone do
it. Okay.
Anyway, what are we talking about today, Kevin?
I don't know. I got nothing. I think
we should apologize for last week.
Okay.
So, Kevin, would you like to apologize for not wanting to do it last week?
No, I do. Like, I was like, I felt off last week too. Like, I don't know. I think the first week I was fine. Okay, let me actually think. So I guess, do you know what week we're in? I feel like it's 3 or 4. Is that right?
Let's see.
I feel like it's the 3rd full week of not being, because I think during the first week we still like hung out or like worked together.
Yeah, that didn't count.
Okay, so now then I think it's been 3 full weeks besides that. Maybe. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. But I guess the first week I was like, meh, because it was
it's been 3 weeks. Yeah, sorry.
Like it was the weird spring break thing where we still didn't have school, so I was like still just like, oh, like it's annoying to fill a whole day. And now we've gone through 2 weeks of school. First week of school I felt was like good because it was nice to like have responsibilities again and just be like, oh, I have to be at a thing at 4:30, even if it's just this, right? But that was nice. But then this past week I was like, I think I'm ready. I'm ready to go back. Like, I'm ready to go back now.
I think last week was also the week that like the CDC like told everyone that it was more serious than it was. So it like kind of like instilled some fear in me. And yeah, it's like it really is tough.
It just sucks overall. I don't think there's any way around it. It sucks for everyone. Yeah. And that's just the way it goes. It sucks. Like, we're definitely lucky for a lot of things. To not have to worry about a job or anything is great. I don't think we can.
I know. And even people who still have jobs, like my brother's company, like people, like they all got huge pay cuts. And then a lot of people are working for free until it's over. Like, luckily they still have a job, but in order to still have the job, they are being forced to work for free.
That's crazy.
And then they'll get repaid, or they're not going to ever make up for this money. They're just going to, it's like they're going to begin again in September or whatever.
Oh, it's just that they have a job at least. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. I got together with old high school friends, and I realized they were the first people that I've known, a couple of them, not everyone, thankfully, that have like lost their job because of it. Because we're in we're in a school where we wouldn't lose our jobs. Like, our community doesn't lose their job because school still exists.
Yeah.
And, like, work at hospitals and stuff. But then, yeah, a couple of my friends, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel so much for people who, the economy is just tanking every day. It's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
And it's so scary because it's like, it's going to take a long time to get back from this. So even when the corona's over, like, it's still gonna take a while. But you know what? I'm just glad, I was just talking to my friend last night because he's also in grad school about how like we could do like the shittiest job ever and we're still gonna get paid. Sure. And like, I don't know. I feel very lucky. But at the same time, I don't want to like the reason like we both didn't want to do it last week is because we were just both in like a slump and just like not feeling good, and we can be grateful and still not feel good. I'm really hungry all of a sudden.
That's nice. I think that some people actually think that's how I smile.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I do it enough in like the group that they're like,
Nicole probably thinks you smile like that.
That's probably true.
Oh, I miss her.
Maybe I'll tell
Wait,
this.
did you get a recipe from Ryan?
Ryan Benson.
Yeah, I sent it to him.
No, he's he's probably. What if you sent some like Korean shit? That'd be nice. Ooh, that'd be fun.
I hope he's watching.
He might. I think you. I'm sorry I said his last name, but like I feel like he doesn't care. Okay, what should we do? That's the life question, because I think someone had said to me like, "Oh, they actually liked that episode," which I didn't, but that's just me.
Well,
But you Googled some. I had one that came up the other day with someone I was talking to that I was like, "Oh, I could absolutely have that."
what?
It's more okay. So you've heard the whole like, and I think we talked about it in one or two of our classes, the 10,000 hour like to become an expert thing.
Yeah.
That a lot of people also say like 10 years, like it takes 10 years to become an expert.
Okay.
Okay. So based off of that, let's imagine your 20s or you lost your 20s. I mean, I've lost my 20s. Like you lost your 20s, starting at age 30, you 30, 40, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70. We'll go 70 to 80. So we'll do 5 sets of decades.
50 years.
What things do you choose to become an expert? Like, what would you spend those 10 years doing?
In each increment, like 20 to 30, 30 to 40? Ooh, I'd have to think about that.
Okay. And I think you can't say painting, because I think when that's kind of minimizing, like you couldn't just say, oh, I want to be good at music, right? You'd have to pick like violin or saxophone or something. Does it make sense? I think it has to be specific enough that you can't just be like, oh.
I'm wondering how age really plays a role in that, though.
Oh, yeah. It also has to track. So you can't pick like Olympic athlete for your 70s. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. But like, okay. I feel like that's hard because I feel like I'm already an expert at the things that I want to be an expert at. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I do think that's hard though, because I don't know if the things that I would want to do are limited by age. Like I never would want to be an Olympic athlete or like.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can't pick that. So if it isn't limited by age, that's totally cool. It doesn't, it's not that. All right,
so 20 to 30, because I'm still in my 20s. An expert.
Okay, fine. Oh, wait.
I don't know.
Oh my God, you were like so ready. Like, all right, I'll start. I think, okay, I'll pick one. I think the first one I would pick, maybe I should pick like a sportsy one first. No, I don't think so. Oh, actually, no, I think I would pick this. I think the first one I would pick is actually like rock climbing. I think I would be very interested in, it's like vaguely interesting to me, but not too much. But I think that would be a good one to dedicate 10 years of my life to. It would be like rock climbing. Yeah. Okay, cool. Number one.
I think I would become, okay, this sounds like so silly because like I'm in school, but like I think I want to become like a learning theory expert. Like I want to be really good at I want to be really good at educational research, not just chemistry education research, but like educational research in general.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a lame start, but okay. Okay.
But okay, this is my next decade. I want to be a mountain climber.
Isn't that what I mean?
Expert, like an expert 14er climber.
Okay. Okay. So would you climb Everest at the end? That kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I want to be like,
okay.
Yeah. Go big. Mm-hmm.
Seen the Free Solo documentary? Have you heard of that or seen it?
Yeah. I couldn't even watch the trailer.
What?
Like without freaking out. It like when I watched it, my hands like you would think I washed my hands because they were so sweaty.
Which part of it? Like the part that he just might fall? Like.
Yeah, just like oh my gosh, I don't like just thinking about it's getting me nervous.
But don't you know, like, do you know whether or not he makes it?
No, I know. Like, I know he's fine.
He makes it, man.
Yeah, but like that's still like the angles of the camera that show his tiny little body on this big ass mountain. Like,
What if I did that? What if I picked free soloing as my? I couldn't do that. There's no way.
I couldn't. If you're gonna do that, you can't tell me you're gonna do that because I'd be freaking out.
I think my next one would be. I think this one's probably a little bit okay. Let's tailor it. So my next one is going to be, like, I guess no, I should be a little bit more specific. I'm gonna go knife making, like chef's knives, like chef's knives making. I'm fascinated by that stuff. So that's what am I at 30 to 40? That's 40 to 50.
You're at like 50.
40 to 50.
Yeah, no, you're at 50 to 60.
No, I picked rock climbing for 30 to 40.
Yeah.
I'm picking knife making.
Oh, I'm on 30 to 40. No, I'm on 40 to 50.
40 to 50. Just
we're on the same one because I did too. Because yeah, okay, sorry. Sorry.
School.
I'm on 40 to 50 now. I think I'd like to be a really good cook.
Okay.
Expert cook.
Okay. So chef.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not baking.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That'd be a big. My next one would be woodworking.
You're like my dad.
That's yeah. So what is that? 50 to 60? Oof.
Yeah. That's fair. Okay. Woodworking. That's pretty cool. You can make cutting boards.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess what would I want to make?
A chair.
Um.
You made that table right there.
Yeah, that wasn't like much like wood stuff, right? That was just like.
Yeah.
I want the lathe. Like, do you know what a lathe is? You know what a lathe is? A lathe? No, okay. I want one of those. All right, what's up? 50. So you're at 50 to 60.
I'm on 50 to 60. Yeah. It's kind of getting up there.
Not that far away.
I think I'd like to be an expert bird identifier.
Oh my god. You're gonna spend 10 years trying to figure out what fucking birds are?
Actually, I came up yesterday. Me and my best friend were talking, and we've decided like crows are probably the most amazing bird, and I love them, and I want a pet crow.
Why?
It's like okay, imagine like waking up in the morning. Like this is what I do. I open my eyeballs in the morning. I hear the birds chirping, and as soon as I hear a crow, I just am like.
Don't they?
Yeah, they symbolize death, but only like when you're walking through a cemetery.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna let that one go. Okay, so
That would be a bird identifier.
Okay.
You're on 60 to 70.
70. Maybe I should pick an instrument at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know what instrument I'd pick. No, I don't think that.
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, I think at that point I would pick chef.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think I'd pick chef. Okay. Continue.
I'm on 60 to 70.
70. Second last one. Oh, I look so white.
Geez, I don't know.
Maybe you should go mechanic.
Oh, that's a good one.
I I wish I had a friend who was a mechanic.
Yeah.
That a lot.
Maybe like a fixer-upper. Like just someone who's just like good, a good fixer.
A handy woman?
Yeah.
I kind of like
Handy woman.
just like household handiness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like can fix toilets, can fix the dripping sink, can fix the, like that stuff.
Yeah. Again, I think that's that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is a winner right here. Bonsai tree artist, 70 to 80. That's it. Like with the like.
That's amazing. Actually, I think I saw a bonsai tree on my walk today.
I don't think you did.
I think I did. It was a really little tree, but it looked like a big tree.
Okay.
That's a really good bonsai tree artist.
Yeah, I like that. Sorry, artisan.
Then I think I want to be, what is my 70 to 80?
Yeah, last one.
80 to 90. I want to be able to look at any plant or tree and identify it.
Oh, what are they? Is that a horticulturalist? Botanist. You want to be a botanist?
Yeah, but I don't like care about like biology. I just want to like look at it and be able to tell.
Okay.
Or a soap maker.
Why?
To make soap.
Yeah, I get what soap makers do, but like, why? What's your interest in soap?
It just smells good and it's necessary to have.
All right. Okay. All right. There you go.
I thought these were no judgment goals.
You're right. Okay.
Okay, so actually, I think I'm going to start my goal now. What was my first one? Oh, actually, my first one was stupid. I would take it back.
Yeah, you're like doing the first one, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said start off lame.
Yeah, my bad. Maybe a candle maker.
That couldn't be lamer.
I like candles. I wonder if Henry's awake. I don't think he is. He's always asleep.
If he was moving, I don't think I could even tell because he's so small.
Yeah, actually, he's gotten a lot bigger. He's all chubby.
Plumping up?
I had to cut his food in half because he was eating too much.
Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. I was debating telling the story of the worst thing I've ever done in my life with Nicole and the cat.
You should tell it. Please tell it. It's like probably my favorite. Like I know it's so sad and I'm sorry for laughing about it, but like it's probably my favorite memory. One of my favorite memories of my life. Like it was it's just funny because like we've talked about it before. I think you should tell it.
Here's the issue. Kevin had a cat named Toby who he loved with all of his heart. And Toby passed away. I think it was it was November 4th. Okay. So in November. And I don't like talk about my life like in the group as much. Like with you and Johnny, like you, we became close. Johnny and I were becoming closer. But like I just don't bring up life stuff. And I also just, it's just a weird relationship with your advisor. It's hard to, I'm bad at life stuff anyway, because I feel like I feel bad that they might feel bad or like think that they need to console me or whatever. I'm like, so I just never bring things up. So that happened. I didn't tell anyone, except for Leah knew. And then like every once in a while, because I have a nice advisor, she'd be like, hey, how's like Toby doing? And I'd be like, oh, he's good. Like, I didn't have the heart to be like, oh, he died. And that went on for like a
month.
And I like and I was like, no, like I'll do it the next time it comes up. That'll be the right time. I kept just doing this. I eventually it's like a bunch of people came to my house one night. We had this like nice chem-ed dinner thing here. Someone asked at that point, and I like told everyone because it just like made sense and I was like more comfortable about it. And even after that, she would still ask, and I'd be like, no, he's good. Yeah. That's the worst. And every time I felt awful afterwards, and I would tell Leah, and she would laugh hysterically. And then we started the Zoom things, and I knew, like, once we started Zooming, I was like, oh shit, someone's gonna like say something, because we've been having these like group coffee meetings and stuff. And I remember there was one day I was walking. I think I was just walking for some reason, like in the morning, and we had a group thing later that day. And for some reason, it popped in my head. I was like, oh, if it happens, like, Kevin, this is your chance. Just do it. Get it over with. And then that day, she asked in front of, so Leah's in this meeting. Johnny's in the meeting. Johnny knows at this point. And she asks, and Leah, like,
well, she was like, I guess Kat's dog was in the background, and we were all like, oh, like Harry. And then Nicole goes, Kevin, you'll have to show us your cat sometime. And Kevin just goes, oh yeah. And Johnny's face is like, Johnny's like sitting there like, I can't even do it.
Like his mouth was gaping open.
He was like,
and was there, Nicole's gonna be like, Johnny, what's wrong? Like, why is your mouth open like that? Luckily, I changed the subject pretty quick. I was like, okay, yeah. And then honestly, I was like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. Like, this is it. This is the moment in which
he's dragged this on since November by just saying, oh yeah, he's good, or yeah.
And like, obviously, he would, like, a cat doesn't just not come around. So I don't know how no one picked up on it earlier. Anywho, I finally told her it was all right, but oof, I'm the worst person.
That's just so funny. It's just
I can't believe I did that for so long.
Because like now she's probably wondering like, why didn't he say anything since November? Like
no. I've never mentioned timeline. I've always been vague about the language to be like, like yeah.
But like when you told her, were you like, he passed away last semester, or did you say, oh, he passed away?
I was like, oh, he like passed away recently or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's better. I thought you were gonna be like, actually, I have something to tell you. Last November.
No, I definitely was not gonna. No. Because then that would reaffirm that I suck. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, okay. So
I don't think it's a matter of you being a bad person. I think it's just like you just like don't open up to her at all ever. Which is funny because I tell her everything, every single thing in my life. Like,
I just had you tell her, and then it would have been okay.
Yeah, I should have been like, oh, one of my friends is going through a lot right now. Like, oh, it's Kevin, by the way.
Okay, that's my update for life. All right, let's do more questions.
It's really funny.
Are there any questions you have? Did you find any good ones?
Let's see.
I think we're losing our fan base.
Oh, for sure. Did you see our last podcast had like 40 views over the span of 3 weeks? It's fine. Honestly. Oh, I have a question. It's kind of like deep though.
Let's go, Leah. You think I would joke around?
What are you pretending not to know?
What the fuck kind of question is that? What does that even mean?
I don't know. Also, I'm really hungry and I need to go get a snack, but I don't want to show my outfit, so I'm going to move the camera like this, and then I'll be back.
Ridiculous.
Okay, I'm going to get a snack.
Wait, say the question again real quick. What are you
pretending not to know?
What am I pretending not to know?
Does that make sense?
No. What are you pretending not to know? Do you have an example? Is there an example?
I think what they mean is, hold on.
Where do you come up with this?
Okay, I think what they mean is like, what do you know, but you're pretending not to know?
Are you?
I don't know. That's probably a hard question because I don't know what I would answer for that actually. I think, yeah. Okay, next question. My bad. I don't really know any other questions.
Oh, I had a question. How old would you say the oldest piece of clothing you have is?
Oh, well, considering I haven't grown since like 6th grade, probably
That you currently still like wear every once, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, I have to still wear it?
yeah, like you don't just like have it like at your home. You know what I mean? Like you wear it vaguely often.
Mm,
You're really thinking hard.
yeah, because I went through a phase where like it was like last year where I was like, I can't still be wearing the stuff from 7th grade, and I got rid of all that. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still think I think probably
But
do
that
like
honestly, within the past like 2 months, you've worn it. You know what I mean? Like,
but like t-shirts don't count, right? Like
well, I think those could count.
oh, mm, within the past 2 months I've worn it. Probably from 2010,
Oh, okay, okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, okay, okay.
maybe. Trying to think.
Because I realized besides pants, because like pants always like you always get a hole in the middle when your little thighs rub together, right? Like
Oh.
they wear out. But other than that, like a lot of the shirts and stuff I wear is like I actively have been wearing it consistently since I was a freshman in college.
You okay, see when I said 2010, I mean like I have like a tank top that I wear to sleep in.
Oh.
I don't think I've worn clothes like actually worn them out in public consistently that I'm proud of that have been from the past 4 years.
So do I need new shirts? Is that what the
Yes. No, because your shirts are timeless. I think it's different
that was
with
there it is. There it is. That's it. Right there.
yeah, their shirts are timeless.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just like a normal, like it's just a okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Moving on.
But like
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure, I'm sure it would hurt to get another shirt.
yeah, I get it. But it's just like, it still gets the job done.
Yeah.
Question. There's a really like there's a bright spot on my head. Maybe I should start wearing hats.
Why don't you turn off your overhead light and see what happens?
It's gonna get real dark.
Really? It's not dark, and now you don't have the little light on your head.
We'll take it. Moving on. With life question. Go, yalla.
So I had some good recipes sent to me.
Okay, so yeah, this is what happened. So me and my friend, who I haven't talked to, I haven't talked to her in a little while, so we've reconnected. It was a little texty text. Sent me this random email that was like a quarantine recipe exchange, and I was like, you know what? This is cute enough. Like, definitely lame, but cute. So I was like, I'll do this. So the way it works is that she sent me the email, and she had someone, I guess a friend of hers name, who sent it to her. So I sent an email to someone I didn't know, and then I sent an email to like 20 people that I know, and those 20 people send an email to Emma with recipes. And Leah was one of the people I sent it to, obviously, because she's like one of the 5 people I know. And now she's getting a bunch of recipes. What was the best one so far?
They've all been pretty good. So Rada's mom.
Yep.
Rada sent you a recipe. Rada's mom sent me a recipe of like this balsamic baked chicken.
Ooh.
That sounds really good. And then I've gotten some good ones. I got some buffalo chicken meatballs.
Yeah, I've gotten some crap recipes, so.
I got let's see. I got a curry recipe. I got a sausage dip recipe, like a sausage cheese dip recipe.
Howdy.
Yeah, I got some good recipes. I'm really excited. I'm gonna go grocery shopping for them, and when I get the courage to.
Damn it, Leah. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, it was not like I was like this is nice. This is fun.
I think it's really cute.
Because I was actually thinking about that. I was trying. I feel like I either make currently like things that are really simple and easy, or like from a cookbook a lot more complicated. Like you need certain ingredients, whatever. There's no like middle, but I think what I'm getting out of these recipes is more of that like middle. Like it's new, and it's like like you have to put some effort into it, but it's not that complicated or anything. You don't need to be like fancy chef about it. And I think that's what I miss about like home cooking, essentially. Just, I don't know. So this is kind of brought me back a little bit.
I'm excited because honestly, like, I'm gonna finish my banana.
Wait, yeah, I'm listening.
Honestly, I don't love cooking, but one of the most stressful parts about cooking, in my opinion, is finding the recipe. Mm-hmm. So like if I just want to make chicken soup, okay, it's probably easy, but like I would have to go and find a really good chicken soup recipe. But if like other people are giving it to you, like they swear by it, like clearly it's a recipe that they love, then it's so easy. And you just get it and you make it.
That's it.
I got a really extensive one that I probably not going to do because it's so complicated. And I'm just not talented.
Believe in yourself.
Huh?
Believe in yourself. Did you finish those?
You're so far back. You're like, this is how far back you are.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like this far away.
Is that how you do your Zoom classes?
No, sometimes I stand. Yeah, I stand.
Wow.
Which is this like kind of angle, which is not flattering at all. I don't look great, but like, I don't do it like this. I promise. Like it's not.
Like do.
I just do it like this. It's like out here, and I'm just I'm like, like.
That's your angle.
Is it awful? Is it that?
You're gonna end up online. They're gonna be like, oh my god, look at my TA who doesn't know how to put his camera.
Because I use the screen here.
Why don't you just sit down?
I don't know. Because I don't like to sit down the whole day. My butt starts to hurt.
You should get a little cushion.
I really should.
Or just use a pillow that you have.
I bought popcorn. I went crazy and I got popcorn. Because every
go to the grocery store?
No, I ordered it. Okay, cool it. So every day I've been zooming. Okay, so I don't know if I admitted this on the podcast, but I started playing a video game and I hate it. I hate myself. But
yeah, it's terrible. I think we admitted it last time.
Okay, but so we've been playing a lot, and every day, every time we play, my little friend Rock, like we usually play the same kind of time at night, like around like 7 p.m. here, whatever. And my friend Rocco's favorite snack apparently is popcorn. So every night, like we're playing our little video games, and all I hear is crunch, 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 crunch. But like he guesses, like he's like, sorry guys, gotta go get my snack real quick. Goes up, gets popcorn. It's the sound he's eating his popcorn. So for like weeks now, I've just been craving popcorn incessantly because I hear him just like crunch, 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 crunch. So I finally bought popcorn. I'm really, really excited about it.
That sounds good. Quarantine snacks.
Yeah. This is a good meeting. We definitely must. I think at the end of this episode, about 3 people will still be left on this podcast.
I think that Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you not talking? Like you started talking. You said, "Can you hear me?" And then you stopped.
Am I still here?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's because, I'm on my hotspot right now because my Wi-Fi is so wonky. So I just want to make sure that I'm here.
Yeah, you're still there.
Okay, excellent. Wait, we should take a thumbnail picture.
No, we're going to use the same one as last time, right?
But the thumbnail is going to be different from the intro picture.
Oh my God,
okay. Can we both smile like that?
Okay, wait. Okay.
No, I'm going to smile nice.
No, you smiled nice. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine, whatever. Wait. Oh, what were you just saying? You were definitely saying.
I think we need to come up for the next episode. We need to come up with something concrete to talk about.
Probably. I think you're right. I had a question I wanted to do for a while, which was what's the difference between teaching a lab and teaching a discussion? Like the difference of that, because I think it's interesting.
That's a good question.
Okay, thank you.
But you know what's interesting is Have
you never done like a discussion section?
I'm trying to think. I TA'd labs all through undergrad, but I did kind of SI sessions. But it wasn't a recitation. I don't know. But okay, that's an interesting question. I'm excited to talk about that.
Wait, did I tell you about this idea Rocco, it's been I actually realized, my high school friends and I, because it's been a while, right? So we haven't all been together in years because I was gone for a couple of years, in a different country. And usually because we all live in different places, we would only come home for Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Right.
Consistently. And I missed the past couple, even one before that I think I missed, and other people haven't. So we haven't consistently been together in a while. And then luckily my one friend Megan, who's great, was guys, we should Zoom. So we did. And then during this, Rocco came up with this idea. Did I tell you this idea about the music thing?
Yeah.
Anyhow, I felt I don't know, it's sad. I was oh.
Yeah, of course.
No, but okay, so we did it. So the idea was, and it's hard to explain, I've realized, because I have trouble explaining it. I wish I could tell you what the guy is doing. So, can you hear the noise? Can you hear does it sound like it's a torrential downpour outside right now?
I can hear something. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll tell that story later. Anywho, so yeah, Rocco had this amazing idea, which was just like you would draft a football team for fantasy football, what we're going to do is we're going to draft a music festival. So all artists in the world exist, right? And we're going to start picking them. So say I pick Dolly Parton, no one else gets Dolly Parton because I picked her. And it's just
Mm-hmm.
So we did that, and then I came up with the idea that once we do it, so 18 artists, we picked 18 artists, and then I said, okay, now what we should do is we each have to come up with a mix of 18 artists, and we have to pick our lineups. You have to be this is the person who's Friday night, this person's Saturday night, so on and so forth. It's been the most fun ever, hands down.
Wait, so what's winning right now?
I think I won. I won, but no, it was just it's interesting to see. So we became a lot closer friends only senior year of high school. And we used to do these different things on each day. I started coming up with, did I ever tell you about Dress Up Wednesday? Did I ever tell you about this?
I think so.
So I was a dweeb in high school, obviously. So for some reason, now that I think about it 300 years later, I can't remember why I came up with this idea, but I was every week on Wednesdays, we should just dress nicely. We should look nice, as opposed to just a high school normally would dress. I would wear suits and shit. I would wear.
Wait, that's what I did that too, though, with my guy friends. It was Fancy Friday.
Okay. Yeah, ours is Dress Up Wednesday, which made no sense whatsoever.
That's not. You should have been
It didn't make any sense. I get it. I completely and totally understand. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Did you wear like a tuxedo?
No, I never got a tux, but I had like a 3-piece suit. Like I had a vest and like I would wear ties and shit. It was a crazy time.
That's good. That's good.
But one of the
Why do you do that now?
I'm done. I went through that phase. I don't like dressing.
I've never seen you in a suit.
Exactly. So now, okay, this is what started happening is I just completely flipped the other direction and I stopped doing it now. But now I look even remotely nicer. People are like, Kevin, like all I have to do is just not wear a flannel and people are like, oh my God, like it's great. Like I've lowered the bar a lot. So one of the things we used to do was CD exchange Tuesday. So we would exchange mix CDs. Which again, I get it. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It brings us back to we became friends a lot because of music in general. So it's interesting that 350.
So now you're coming back together.
Yeah, it's been the best.
Is he still in Asheville?
Wait, what?
Is he still in Asheville?
My other friend Taylor, she just moved to Asheville. She lives in Asheville. He lives in Raleigh area. Carborough. I don't know if you know Carborough.
Yeah.
It's like right outside of Raleigh. He lives in that area.
Okay.
But I do have another friend that now lives in Asheville. One of them lives in Nashville, and then one of them lives in Nashville, like Tennessee.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty cool.
What about you, Leah? How are your high school friends?
They're good. Whoa, I have like a hair. Okay. The other day in my meeting, I literally sat there with scissors and cut out every single split end of my hair in my TA meeting.
Was your video on?
Oh my gosh, wait, I have to tell you the funniest story. Okay, well, back to my high school friends. They're really good. Going through it, but they're good. Because my best friend from high school, she works at the hospital. And it's just like, ugh, it's probably really hard. But, okay, so on Friday at our TA meetings, preface, we have these awful meetings on Fridays to, like, talk about TAs. And, okay, like, honestly, I don't think anybody prominent watches this podcast, but, like, I am so annoyed with the people who I TA with sometimes because they are, like, the biggest mansplainers ever. And me and Maddie are just sitting there, like, we literally just asked a question and – like they just mansplain and they act like we don't know what we're doing. And it's just frustrating. Anyway, this isn't really not the point of the story, but okay. So on Friday, I was like, what'd you say?
Men suck. Is that the point?
So at the TA meeting, I just was not in the mood. Like I hate these meetings. And so I had spent the morning like in my bed, right? Like just kind of doing my thing. I didn't get ready at all. Like just nothing. I was still in like my PJs. I had like gone for a walk, I think at this. No. I hadn't gone for a walk yet. Okay. I was like straight up I looked ridiculous. And so I'm sitting here and then I moved to this area for our meeting and I'm sitting here like this, right? Like, and I just look a mess. And I also like, I had this like outfit on that was like it was like, okay, I had like a sports bra on and then I had a tank top, but it like looked like I was naked, like at the top because like I was about to go for a walk, right? Like anyway, so I was sitting there like this with like not a lot of clothing on and my hair, I was just, oh my God, it was just awful. So sitting like here like this and I was like rolling my eyes and stuff. And then I accidentally hit turn camera on. And so my camera turns on and I'm sitting here like this looking a mess. And I'm like this. And then I didn't like realize it for a second. And then I realized it. And I was like, oh shit, like I can't just turn it off real quick because then people will think I'm like, I don't know. Like I was like, I don't want people to think I'm insecure. So I like kept the camera on. And I was like, excuse me, I have a question. And then I asked this like random ass, like completely out of the blue question.
Why?
And I was like, because I like didn't want to seem like I don't know, but I literally looked ridiculous, and it was so embarrassing. And I was just like, and then I was like, okay, thanks, and then I turned my camera back off. It was like that was a really long story to tell you that I looked a mess, and then I turned my camera on, and I didn't want to seem insecure, so I kept it on, asked a question, then turned it off.
This is what Zoom does. It's like a weird. Do you like get ready for work in the morning at all? Like, what's your now? Like,
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I don't know why you think I can't. Do you or no?
Yeah. So it kind of depends on the day. Actually, no. Every day I pretty much I get ready, I get my hair ready, and then I like put a little bit of makeup on, and then I put on something nice at least on top.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. But I feel like I just kind of have to do that because if I just don't get ready, I literally sit in my bed all day.
Yeah.
And I'll do my work on the computer, but I'll sit in my bed all day. Whereas if I like get ready, then like I don't know. It's something in my head.
No, I think shit like that, honestly. Otherwise, yeah, you just say, what is going on outside? All right, we'll talk about that next week because this guy is bonkers. Like, no, this is
What was good?
It's not the weather. I'll explain it next week. Oh my. Okay. I don't know how long we've been doing this. I would say about an hour, right?
You ask him. Let's see. Actually, I can tell you how long oh no, I deleted the notification.
Damn it, yeah.
And no.
Well, yeah, thanks for this. I think you know what the point of this episode was. This is for us to get back on track, and now we're like,
You're trying to make excuses for this shitty ass episode that we're about to upload.
Yeah, but like I think it's okay. We're allowed to have shit.
That's true.
1,000 every time.
You're not wrong. Okay. Well, next week we will be talking about something with a little bit more substance.
Wait, are we having a meeting in like 30 minutes? Did I get that right?
Yeah, for baddie stats.
Okay. Yeah, next week we'll talk about what's up.
Okay, never mind. Well, I have a question about baddie stats, but we can save that for after this ends.
No,
okay. Well,
what'd you get for that p-value? Am I right? Bye, folks. Okay, bye.
Bye.